I'm LauraVirili, and I inspire advisors to kill it online through social media and offline through relationship management. In today's episode, we're going to find qualified people through advanced searches in Sales Navigator. So let's not waste another moment and let's dive in. Here we go. The Lead Builder functionality is where Sales Navigator really begins to show how powerful it is. Within Lead Builder, you will be able to create some really powerful queries, as well as look for leads and accounts you want to get very particular on. Where do you begin? Click on Lead Builder from the top menu bar, right there. And then you are given a drop-down enabling you to string together all the various pieces of information, as you are more than likely looking for particular people at particular companies. Let's run a few different examples. Let's say I am searching for directors within a certain niche, the entertainment industry. And I'm looking within Los Angeles. So the first place I would go is up here to location, type in Los Angeles. Greater LA area shows up. I click on that. I go over here to seniority level. I look for director. And again, I'm looking in the entertainment industry. So I go over here to industry and I scroll down and I click on entertainment. You'll see as I make these selections, it populates down here in this gray box. You'll notice I have over 27,000 results. That is quite a few. Remember, the sweet spot on LinkedIn is the second degree connections, so let's filter that down a little bit more. What I need to do is click on search, and what happens is I now have a viewing of the 27,000 results. On the left-hand side, I can say, let me just take a look at my second degree connections, and there's 333. So I uncheck first, uncheck group, and uncheck third. Now I just have 333. That's still a lot of people. However, I'm going to look at these current companies because I have relationships with these individual companies. Live Nation is one that I'm interested in. I click on that, and now I have 2 people that I'm looking at. If you take a second to think about this, it's pretty amazing. I just went from 27,000 results down to 2 individuals that I could potentially want to get introduced to within 30 seconds or less. Arthur looks like a great prospect. Who do I know that knows Arthur? I take a look at my shared connection, and it's Pete Kepis. I could easily call Pete up and say, hey, Pete, I came across a very interesting person named Arthur. I see that you know him. How well do you know him? I'd love to be introduced to him. And then Pete and I brainstorm from there how he could introduce me to Arthur. It's literally that easy. So now let's take a look at a different industry, the pharmaceuticals. I always like to go home on LinkedIn to reset its brain. And here I'm looking for C-suite executives within my zip code. So what I could do, again, I could start in location and I could say postal code. And I could simply put in my zip code. I have to select my country. And then LinkedIn defaults to 50 miles. I'm going to drop that down to 10. I want to stay nice and tight. And I go over here to seniority level. I'm looking at C-suite executives, CXO. CXO stands for C-suite, CEO, CFO, CTO, so on and so forth. And again, over here within the industry, I could take a look at pharmaceuticals. So I scroll down to pharmaceuticals. I check that off. Again, these populate down here. You'll notice it's my zip code. I have 401 results. I hit search. Once I land there, I pretty much like this list of what I'm seeing right off the bat. Paul is someone very interesting. Who do I know that knows Paul? One shared connection. It's Jerry Luftman. I could easily ask Jerry for an introduction to Paul. Finally, let's take a look at centers of influence. Let's say, for example, I was looking for CPAs in particular. So I go back to Lead Builder. I need to clear out these results. So I just hit these X boxes here. And what I do is I go up here and in title, I'm going to put in CPA. And over here under seniority level, I'm going to only be looking for partners that are in CPA firms. I'm going to look in the greater Philadelphia area. So I put in Philadelphia here, greater Philadelphia area. And I have 81 results. Not bad. I click on search. Again, it's the same thing that we've done. I take a quick peek at these 81 results. Michelle looks really interesting. I actually have 4 shared connections with Michelle. I take a look at who they are, and Nate Fox is the individual out of the 4 that I am closest to. Therefore, again, same thing. I could call Nate up and say, hey, Nate, I see you know Michelle. How well do you know her? Should I be talking to her? The other great thing about this is you can save these searches and receive alerts whenever a new person has been added to your search. So let's say, for example, I wanted to save these search results of 81 CPAs. All I simply need to do is click on Save right here. And you'll see I've already done a CPA search here. I could put in CPAs, and this is Greater Philadelphia area, Greater Philly, and these are partners. I can select my cadence here of receiving alerts, daily, weekly, monthly, or never. If I want to receive daily alerts, I select daily, I hit the green checkbox, and there you will see it was saved successfully. You can save as many searches as you would like in Sales Navigator. However, you can only save 15 to receive alerts on. Therefore, if I saved a search and select never, that would not be counting against my 15. You'll notice here where I have UBS Financial Advisors, I never wanted an alert on that. Therefore, it's not counting against my 15. You could see that there is so much you can do within Sales Navigator in Lead Builder in terms of selecting different individuals, keywords, companies, titles. You'll see all of this information here. I strongly encourage you to go in and play with it. You're not going to break it, and you'll be amazed at what you discover. So there you have it. Now you know how to qualify people, you know how to look at them through the extended profile access, and you know how to save your searches so that way LinkedIn can do the thinking for you and serve you up all the right types of leads. Thanks for joining. Be sure to subscribe to me so you can stay up to date and alerted when I release new videos.